super low.
Turn this shit up.
I don't know how. Drinks in the bottles never end. I'll go like this.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta roll and they got too far. In the heart of no morals, babe, well, you're gonna get stuck. God save mommy home.
Ding, 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 ding.
This is a jam.
Blah, 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 blah.
Mommy home. All right. So Jodi B, it's another fucking Saturday and we're live. Let's check. I'm gonna check the stream.
Yeah, check this shit out.
Looks like it's working. I'm gonna turn it off. You can hear me still singing. All right, everything's going great. How has your week been, Jodi motherfucking B?
I tell you what, man. I don't know with California. I just assume that you fuckers always have like 80-degree weather.
You're right.
I just assume it's 80 year round.
You're right. It's super sunny outside. My son was complaining it was hot.
So, fuck you. So, okay. So early this week it was pretty chilly. It wasn't stupid cold, but it was definitely close to freezing cold.
Okay.
Midweek we hit like a weird bumper where some shit blew in from the east of the west.
Yeah.
And Thursday it was 60 fucking degrees outside. Okay.
That must have been nice for you, huh?
60 degrees at 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay.
I get up to go to work at 6 a.m. on Friday. It is 25 degrees outside. Also,
that's cold, man.
has rained for the last 4 hours, and the trees have ice on the branches, and it's just like
straight up icicles.
It's fucking crazy.
Was it windy?
Yeah, I don't know if the shit blew in from the Rocky Mountains, whatever the fuck it was. What I'm telling you is 6 p.m. I'm in shorts outside doing laundry, right? At 6 a.m. I had to put on a second shirt because it was so fucking cold outside and had to drive to work in, just kind of that white knuckly, like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm done with this shit. Stay cold. Stop fucking with me. Earth. Shit is getting nuts.
Yeah, I bet that's got to be over here now. I honestly, I don't mind the cold, but when it's that cold how you described it, I won't get out of bed, bro. There's no way. There's no way I'm getting out of bed. I remember the last time I experienced that kind of cold was military. We were on advanced training, annual training for the year, and we were camping at, I forgot where it was, but I remember the mornings. I was on the cot in the morning, and I said, fuck breakfast. I didn't get out of bed until the sun came up. And that was like half of the platoon. Half the platoon said, fuck breakfast. And now, when you're in the military, you never say fuck breakfast. Ever. You're like, food? And then you just, like savages. Half of us were like, fuck food. We're staying in this cot where it's warm. Because the moment you take that sleeping bag off, bro, you're just sitting there like, and you have to start running. You have to do something to get that blood going. And I know the cold in the morning is the worst. That's the worst. Cold in the morning.
Oh man, you got to breathe that shit into your lungs, and they just ain't ready for it yet. You start coughing.
It's a good way to wake up. Be honest with you, it's a good way to wake up. Cold, but
if you
it's
have
the
any
worst.
kind of teeth problems, like if you have broken or cracked teeth,
like these guys,
it's not a good time. The winter. Because you'd be breathing in that cold air, and it just jumps right into your cracks and crevices.
Might as well be chewing on ice cubes, bro. Might as well be
Feels
chewing
like
on
somebody
ice cubes.
Literally stabbing you in the underside of the chin with a screwdriver. Just grrr, fucking hurts bad.
Sounds like you got some dental issues, bro.
Not anymore. I figured out the answer.
What was it?
So now, when I get a tooth that breaks, chips, whatever,
I
go to the oral surgeon.
And then
I take a nap, and then when I wake up, I got one less tooth.
That's some redneck shit.
Dude, I've had dentist fucking trying to pull teeth and all that, and it just turns into this ordeal of trying to get enough Novocaine or lidocaine or whatever the shit is in my mouth to make it numb enough for them to do their work.
Well,
Or
tell
they
you
just
secret.
send me on. So now I pay a couple $100. I go take a nap for like an hour, and then when I wake up, I'm heavily sedated.
Heavily sedated and good to go, huh?
Yeah, no, just one less tooth.
One less. Fuck all that, dude. Fuck all that. You know the secret to teeth is health and nutrition, right? You know nutrition is a secret to clean, healthy, non-cavity teeth. It has nothing to do with like eating sugar or junk food. Your teeth literally only decay when your body is malnourished, because what happens is when your bones are lacking minerals to maintain its strength, it draws the minerals out of your teeth, which cause cavities and root canals and all that fucked up shit. So if you stay up on your calcium supplements, like or just green veggies, if you stay up on your phosphorus, you stay up on your all those weird things, not just calcium, but vitamin D, magnesium, all these different types of things, those are what build your bones, and you need all of them. So if you live in a family that's chugging 2-liter sodas, fucking eating McDonald's every night, you know what I mean, just getting a shit diet, your teeth are gonna fall out, bro. Your teeth are gonna fall out, and you're gonna get cavities, and you're gonna get sore teeth. The secret to healthy teeth is a healthy body. It's that simple.
Used to be milk.
That's garbage.
Then we found out that was a fucking lie.
Right?
Everything they told us was a lie, Tony.
All fucking lies. Everything our parents were told, their parents were told, everything we were told growing up, garbage. All lies. Out the door.
I'm listening to Joe Rogan a couple weeks ago, and he talks about cow milk. And I don't remember exactly what, the point.
It causes inflammation.
But
that's the only negative. It causes inflammation.
The main point he got to was, they put sugar in it, right?
Yeah, they do.
That's what he said. Whoever he was talking to, he said, yeah, they put sugar in it, so it doesn't taste like shit. And
they put sugar. They put sugar in skim and low fat. They shouldn't put sugar in whole milk. Whole milk should be straight up.
Absolutely put sugar in the whole milk. I got some in my fridge now. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they put more in that than the other ones. There's almost as much sugar as a Coca-Cola.
Have you ever had an organic milk? You know how much that shit costs?
We used to buy organic milk, and I'll tell you why. Because organic milk lasts about 3 fucking months.
Yeah, because it has all its natural bacteria and enzymes in it.
It blew my mind. We were buying a gallon of milk, and the shit was going bad in like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. We have a half a gallon of milk left. I said, this is fucking ridiculous. Why? So I started buying organic milk, which, it costs about $1 or $2 more. But it literally lasts 3 months in the refrigerator. It's stupid. If you can't drink a gallon of milk in 3 months, then you got a problem.
Yeah, dude. Well, not really. I mean,
we'll buy half a gallon. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Figure out how to use a gallon of milk in 3 months.
Without it going bad.
Cereal or whatever the fuck you're eating, then you just need to buy less milk.
Legit, I should start doing that because I don't drink that much milk, dude. A gallon of milk will stay in my fridge for 2-3 weeks. Because I've just changed it. I've changed my habit. It's literally just habit. That's all it is. It's not even craving. It's just habit. Because we go through this whole time of our childhood and development of having the habit of pouring big fat bowls of milk, getting a cup of milk with our peanut butter and jelly, and me personally, I'm super healthy. I don't really eat peanut butter and jelly. I don't really eat bread. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still eat bread, but I don't really. You know what I mean? It's not a main component of my diet anymore. I'm not eating 2 sandwiches a day. I'm not eating a bowl of cereal every day. It's just like I feel like eating a sandwich, and then I eat a sandwich, and then most of the time I'm eating healthy, which is basically potatoes and eggs. Potatoes and eggs is like the majority of my fucking diet, dude. Because I have chickens, and potatoes are cheap. Because I'm a cheap ass fool, straight up. I'm a cheap ass fool. I'm gonna do whatever I can to be able to stretch the penny as far as I can and make my body as good as I can. And to be honest with you, habit is huge, man. I've read like 4 books on habits, and habit makes the man. Your habit of getting high. Like last night, this is what I did. I had a bowl of cereal, right? Mm-hmm. But I had some kefir. Kefir is like a yogurt sort of. It's like a
Heard of it? Never. I don't know what it is, but I heard the
it's
name.
one of the
before.
best probiotics.
Probiotic. I knew that.
You get it in the milk aisle. It's like Lifeway is the brand I get. But I poured some on the cereal and I eat it with the cereal. So even though it's not necessarily good, I'm still replenishing gut biome. I'm allowing the microbes make the nutrients in the milk and the cereal more bioavailable so that I absorb it. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. I break it down better. So if I eat junk or if I eat not great food, I chase it with a thing of probiotics, because in my mind I feel like the probiotics are breaking it down and it's delivering it the stuff I need to my body, and then getting rid of the shit. You know? I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but look at me, bro. Look at me. I've lost so much weight. Like I'm killing the game right now. I don't know if it's scientific method or what, but
hey man, I'm not trying to laugh at you. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, but it sounds like farts.
Oh, it's this chair.
It's so fucking like there were a couple times that you were talking and you finished talking and it just goes purr.
I'll have to grease up my chair now.
Are you fucking trying to lay some knowledge on me while also blowing your ass?
Yeah, I'm blowing hot air out of both ends, bro.
Dude, I know about being cheap. Like, there's a few things that habitually I still can't break. Like, I'm doing one right now, as a matter of fact. I got a Coca-Cola. I don't drink a lot of sodas, but I do like to have one usually midday.
You know what? If you worked out and you lifted weights, a soda wouldn't be terrible for you.
I probably drink too much, and eventually I will stop drinking them. Like, it's getting to a point now where I'm kind of wrapping it up. It is what it is. It's a guilty pleasure. So, 12 ounce Coke.
12. Give me a pop. Give me a 12-ounce pop.
So, back in the day, we were poor, and we didn't even get Coca-Cola then. It was just shit colas of whatever it is.
Yeah,
and
the RC Cola.
No, RC is still upper scale. Bro.
Fago.
Fucking Big K soda.
Big K
soda from Kroger. That's one.
Dr. Shasta.
Dr. Shasta. Let's see, Sam's Choice Cola.
Yeah.
It's not bad. That's Walmart's Coke. But anyway, if there was only so many sodas, I would fucking get water. Like, I would get like a glass of water, half full, and then pour soda on top of it. So basically water down my own fucking soda.
That's what I do with Powerade.
Yeah, so the thing is I still do that almost all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of soda I'm drinking. If it's Dr. Pepper, Sprite, whatever, I almost always will fill a glass half full of water and then fill it up the rest of the way with soda.
That's not a terrible habit. I guess that's a good compromise.
But I'm not doing it to fucking be healthy. I'm doing it because I want to make 2 drinks out of 1 can of soda.
You want to make that bitch stretch. It's like rolling your own stogies.
Well, that's what I was fit to say. The other thing is even when I smoke blunts nowadays, where I almost always spliff them out. So I'll take half the tobacco out of it, and then I'll spread the rest through. I'll put weed in there, then roll it up, smoke it.
That's the way to go.
Then that other tobacco, I'm so fucking poor white trash. Like, I cannot put Swisher Sweet tobacco in the trash can.
I used to do that, dude. I used to take the Swisher Sweet and do the spliff in the blunt.
When I get low on weed, I'll fucking mix it half and half, and I'll smoke that shit out of the pipe. This motherfucker right here. I'll pack that bitch half full of that and top it off with some green. You just got to make shit last, bro. But maybe that's not good. I think that's actually I think that's an addict habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, I'm back. That was a quick cough.
You good, buddy?
Yeah, no, it's good, man.
No, I'm saying I think it's
good
bad.
budgeting. It's good budgeting. No,
I think it's bad. Because the only time I ever do that is with, like, drugs. It's the same shit I used to do with Coke. Like, I had a time in my life when that was my shit.
Yeah.
And it was very short, so don't get it twisted. I'm not a fucking.
Nobody's judging anybody here. If anybody's judging, they let them. Nobody cares.
No, I want to make sure that nobody is thinking I'm swinging dick here and saying like, "Oh, you do all the cocaine." I'm talking about like 2 months of my life. Did a lot of blow, and so
in my depression, I went 3 months on that shit.
Spent a few $100s, and I realized that I can't afford it. I can't afford it.
That's it's safe for me.
I love it so much. I can't afford it because I'll start fiending for that shit. Like I'll buy some and then literally hand it to somebody and go, "Hey, whatever you do, don't give that back to me." And then an hour later, I don't know if it's me just really wanting the shit or if it's me just wanting to test out my muscle, like my persuasion muscle. But I was sitting on that couch talking about, "Hey, just come on, dude, just let me get it." And then, because I already know it's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's there. Give it back.
That's the terrible thing about the yak, man. You gotta keep getting it. You don't want to stop.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so I fucking had to get over it, man. I had to get away from it, and I'm glad. I don't even know anybody to get it anymore, so that's good.
I used it to prevent myself from failing because I felt weak and get out. Close the door. Jesus, child. Felt weak, so fell into that, and it kept me afloat. I'm not gonna say that I regret it. I don't, because I feel like my life would have went a really dark turn if I didn't. It kind of killed the emotion that was gonna bring me down, and kept the killer going, the drive, the ambition, the Mexican work ethic. It was there, and I didn't stop. See, that was the key. I didn't want to stop. Like I know through living life that I'll get past this, just like I got past all that other shit I got past. But I had to acknowledge my emotions, be like, dude, yeah, you're weak right now, and this shit's gonna fuck you up. So what can we do? I can't get Adderall. Adderall would have been great. Adderall would have helped. Couldn't get Adderall, so I went to the next best thing, the yakety yak. On that for 3 months.
Get down. You got to take
but it does. Okay. You do make irresponsible choices sometimes on the yak.
Man, it was time. I enjoyed it. I don't like cocaine, but I like how it smells. No, we got a plug in Memphis. My buddy would drive up there, and we would just do blow all the way home. Like we would pull over at every restaurant and hit a couple bumps. Lines, fucking rub the shit on your gums. I put a Frosty. Best. That's that one where you put it on a pen cap and you get that shit in the very, very back of your throat, right on your little dangle.
What? I never did that. That's happened simply from the drip. But
people will blow it in there. Like you put it on a nail and then you put it right up to somebody's fucking face and then you go like in their fucking mouth.
What? I never heard of that.
You never seen anybody like eat it or kind of suck it in? Because I'm trying to think. There was a movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Johnny Depp.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Like towards the end, he's sitting in the car and he's all fucked up on that
ayahuasca.
No, it's at the end when Johnny Depp gets all fucked up on the pineal gland shit.
The DMT. It's ayahuasca or DMT, peyote.
It's something else.
That's the only things I could think of when it comes to the brain.
It's probably the same thing, so don't get me wrong. It's just they call it something different. But anyway, Benicio del Toro walks in with a mirror with some cocaine and a knife, and he fucking makes him snort them, and then you just eat some of it. He's just like, he's so high, and so when we were kids, we would take a pen cap and you put it on the tip. You put the tip in somebody's mouth, and then you blow through the pen cap, and it goes fucking hits you right in the back of there, and it'll numb your whole fucking shit up. And I would get high as fuck and brush my teeth and drink lemonade.
That's the worst. What are you doing?
Oh, bro. Just imagine this face right here in the fucking mirror. Just going. It probably looked like I was sucking a dick just then, but I'm saying, like, dude, I'd be in there fucking just brushing the shit out of my teeth because it numbed everything up. You couldn't feel it. So you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think my teeth got really messed up during that time because my teeth were so numb.
Yeah.
And I was chewing tobacco at the same time. So I think all because I would suck on my lip and my teeth would, and I noticed, like, when I took the picture when I first got my braces, like, my teeth were pretty jacked up, and my teeth never, like, growing up, I had pretty nice teeth. They just had a lot of gaps. Like, they were even, they were straight, they were just gappy. And then I looked at them, and I was like, they were all, like, twisted, going different ways, you know what I mean? And they were ugly, and I was like, what? That had to have been the yak. But I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, man. Hey, this shit right here is just as good as cocaine. Look, this shit right here, cuz. This shit right here.
Can't see it.
It's just as good. This shit right
I hope
here.
you're not incriminating yourself right now, Tony.
No, it's on it. It's Alpha Brain.
Okay.
This shit, I'm being serious right now. This shit is. Man, what's the camera? What? Oh, the camera. I got the camera twisted sideways. This shit is just as good. It gets your brain. It does exactly what I wanted the yak to do. It sort of. So in the moment, it feels like there's a traffic jam, you know, in your mind, and it drives you nuts. Like you can't take the traffic jam. What Coke does is it says fuck this traffic jam, and you go off roading around it, right? With Alpha Brain, it just doesn't allow there to be a traffic jam. This shit is like a traffic conductor telling everywhere where to go. So you're not like stressed out or anxious or you can't figure out what you're trying to say. You don't have those little roadblocks because you got someone in there directing traffic. Do you know?
I mean, it seems like it would help.
Oh,
Cocaine,
it does.
The only reason I liked it is because I'm a very control-oriented person, bit of a control freak. And cocaine was the only drugs that actually made me fiend. Because I've never really been into uppers, you know what I'm saying?
It was a challenge for you mentally or what?
No, it's just, okay, so I'm normally planned, precise, methodical, if you will. Like a killer, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always thinking about what's my next move. So cocaine, when it gets all in you and you start fiending for that shit, that's when you get a little wiry. You start acting a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because you're literally telling yourself, hey, man, you need to go to bed. And then you're like, nah, I can stay up a little while longer.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And then 30 more minutes to an hour, you know, you're sitting around smoking cigarettes and fucking talking about crazy shit. And it's,
yeah, dude, I smoked for 3 months. The very first time I tried it, when I first did the snow.
Yeah.
I started smoking. And it was for 3 months. I hated it, though. I would wake up coughing up shit. It was gross. So I just quit smoking. And then, you know what's weird is I did have control over it, though. I always went to sleep. I never stayed up. Every day I got up, I did a bump, went to work, bump in between a house, 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 get home. I'll do like a line. I'll do something in the house, and then I'll tell myself, dog, you gotta start fucking tuning this shit down. And that was back when I was growing my weed, so I had a bunch of weed at that time too. So I would smoke a bunch of weed, and I would come down. So around nighttime, I was ready to go to bed.
Couldn't do it, man. I would get off work. I'd be straight. I didn't do cocaine during the daytime, but I would hit 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, man. I get home, I fucking eat some dinner because you don't really want to eat when you're high.
Yeah.
So I would eat, I would smoke, so I would get low.
Yeah.
And then I would get in there and I would do what I call just a shot. It was my idea of, I guess, taking a shot of whiskey or whatever. It would be 2 decent little size lines about yay. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the Frosties in the back, some across your gum, and then immediately go outside and smoke a cigarette.
Jesus.
Because I love the taste of it.
Your method sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Your method sounds like that shit wear you out.
Bro, because I was timing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't die, but I'm saying, like, I loved it so much, I would get the fucking watch out because everybody said 15 minutes. Like, you snort some, you wait 15 minutes. Don't fucking sit around and just snort, because you're wasting it and you might die.
Yeah, because it'll clog up. And that happened to me a few times, man. I just got up and threw up a few times. Happened to me twice.
Tony Rager, Antonio Costner. I'm telling you, once upon a time, and this is just in 2 months, I went from a completely controlled person to a fiend.
Yeah.
Snorted the blow for a month and a half straight. I got a nosebleed one day, a good one, like the kind where you fucking breathe in and then blood just runs down your fucking face.
where you got to leave the toilet paper in there. It's game over. You leave it in there until tomorrow.
Take the toilet paper, I fucking roll it up, stuff it up here. I'm leaking out of my fucking face, but I'm sitting here and I'm half high. You know what I'm saying? Because we'd already been doing it for a minute, and I know that I just loaded that fucking nose up, and I can't because now I'm bleeding. I'm sitting here and I wait. When I was a kid, I used to get nosebleeds real bad, and I would wait till that shit would clog up and clot. Then I would suck it back, like a loogie, and spit it out. That was
yeah.
I got a weird thrill out of it. I love spitting blood.
Coagulated nose blood.
Like
I like take tissue out like that, and while it's all gooey and dangly.
I let that blood build up in my nose, and I knew that cocaine was in there, and there wasn't no
swish it around in your mouth.
There wasn't no way that was getting wasted, Tony. So I snorted that motherfucker back, and I swallowed it like an oyster. I said, "Oh,
this is nasty."
I have a problem.
That's fucking gross, man. Holy crap!
I got arrested. And that was pretty much the end of it. Because what had happened was we quit doing blow a little before my buddy lost that plug. And I was starting to just get it from here and there, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
We actually put all of the shit away, like the mirror, the blades, and everything. And when I got arrested, it sucks because I had stashed that mirror, and that was one of the things they found. So it turned into a charge. But it was crazy.
Had your fingerprints on it or what?
That thing needed to be destroyed.
Fuck, bro.
It was 8 different kinds of illegal.
Fuck shit, dude.
So how was your week, Bubba? Anything fun?
Yeah, I started doing sales this week. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's basically doing cold calling right now because nobody knows what the flavor is. Like, so I'm calling people that don't have us on their shelves, and basically the way the vape game goes, they gotta taste it.
Yeah.
Right? They got to know what they're buying. So,
but that's why you're supposed to be traveling, Tony.
There's that, but I don't even have samples to give out. Ooh. Like I'm limited on, and I don't have flavor cards. I don't and this dude's over here opening another business in Pennsylvania, so I gotta wait on him. I mean, it just sucks because for me it's a waiting game. So now I just gotta sit around, wait till I have the resources that I need to make these sales. Because all I really gotta do is have him make me like 300 samples of each flavor, and I could drive around like my local area, my local 50-mile radius, dude. I can hit hundreds of shops, and I can make hundreds of sales like that.
You put together yourself too. If you got a couple big bottles, you could fucking divvy them out into little bottles, and then you just have a few if you needed to mail them or whatever.
Well, nah, I can't even do that.
I'm saying that's step one. Is before you go, hey motherfucker, I need 300 little sample bottles. You could say, hey, I need to get a couple of these, or give me a discount. You get your big bottles, and then you divvy that shit up into little bottles. You know what I'm saying? And then you send it along. You just need it in a 0 too, because it's for a flavor profile, so it doesn't need nicotine.
It doesn't even need nicotine, so it could be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hopefully eventually I'm gonna get these samples, right? This dude's busy. He's opening 2 fucking Happy Buns in Pennsylvania. It's a ice cream sandwich donut shop type donut ice cream sandwich. It sounds delicious, and it looks super dope, dude. Like, it looks like a legit place. It's gonna make him a lot of money. It's right next to Penn State, right across the street from one of the dorms. Like, it's gonna make money. I see why he's investing all of his time on that, because it's gonna be a return pretty quick.
Right.
But I don't know what. Like, it sucks because my money's on hold at the moment. Then, basically. Yeah. So I just gotta be patient. I gotta maneuver. I gotta be quick. I gotta be a ninja. I'm good at this stuff. I'm good because I'm used to life being crazy, and and
so will present itself.
Yeah. I just gotta be patient. I'm waiting on the samples. So once I get the samples, I'm gonna make the sales. I'm gonna start making the money. Things are gonna be a lot more comfortable.
Keep talking for me, Tony. I'll be right back.
All right. Been recording on the vlog. I'm gonna start editing that tonight, you guys. The vlog. Did a bunch of hiking with my kids. Did some exercise stuff. Day to day. I still have a couple more shots to get. I accidentally broke the propellers because I was being stupid and trying to fly it around in the house, and the propellers got caught on the chain of the ceiling fan. But yeah. Looks like what's his name's back. There we go. You good, kiddo? Wake up. I think. Kid, wake up.
Kill them all. They die. Boom, 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 boom.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Trump, man.
Okay.
I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed at the irrational bias against him. And you know what bothers me the most is because it's not hard to see that the media is legitimately biased and they're not factual. They haven't been factual since what, Bush. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. So like now that Trump's president and everybody wants to believe everything they say about Trump is the truth. Like everything they say, they could just make something up nowadays and people be like, "Oh, that's true. Yeah, screw him." You know? And it's like, what are you guys talking about? It just drives me crazy.
I heard the thing yesterday, and
what about shithole countries?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I think I made a pretty good point. And look, I don't know what they were talking about, and I'm assuming it was about immigration. In context, I believe what he was saying is, I don't want people from shithole countries. Now, there might be a problem with that statement because you're saying you don't want people from shithole countries. But the people on Twitter kind of rotated the point to, I'm from a shithole country. And it's like they're taking more offense to the fact that he called that country a shithole. And it's like I said, he's talking about shitholes. I said, you understand shithole? Like, I made a tweet about it. I said, only one question matters. Do people shit in holes there? Huh?
Ah, good point. That's a good fucking point.
If there's a person right now shitting into a hole in the ground.
That is common practice from the country that you're from.
Shithole country.
Shithole country.
Shut the fuck up. Now, I get it that maybe it's rude that he's saying I don't want immigrants from these places. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I have a point on that too.
But you can speak on that now. I was just saying in the context of referring to a place as shithole, and I think a lot of people are saying that we got shitholes in Mississippi.
There's shithole. I live in a shithole. I live in San Bernardino.
Places are shitholes, man. I've been there.
That's what it is, man. It's because everyone's so fucking soft.
Shitting in something that's not a toilet.
Look, man. All right, put it like this. Here's all right, I'm gonna go on a long one. Okay, I'm gonna go on a long one here. People. Okay, so Joe Rogan's argument about Trump is that Trump is supposed to be a representative of Americans, right? Okay, number one, that's impossible. That's impossible. There cannot be one guy that represents America as a whole. Because, let me explain paradigm again for people. If you don't know what the fucking paradigm is. See these glasses? This is my paradigm. When I look through these glasses, this is how I see the fucking world. Your glasses, Jodi, when you look through those glasses, that's your paradigm. That's how you see the world. I can't see how you're seeing the world, and you can't see how I'm seeing the world, correct?
Correct.
So we have two different paradigms. So we're different. So how can we have one individual represents both of our views when, how can he see through our eyes? We don't need somebody running the country that represents us. That's not what we need. We don't need somebody representing our morals. We don't need somebody representing our values. This is what we need. We need a fucking killer representing us. This is America. We're the baddest country in the world. We need to be safe. We need to make sure that our long-term financial stability, safety, all of these things are ensured so that we can continue looking at the world through our fucking lenses the way that we do. Everything else shouldn't matter. Like when we vote for ourselves. We vote for things that benefit us as an individual. That's what voting is. Right? Am I wrong?
That's how you put your voice out. That's
exactly. And that's our paradigm. And each region has a different paradigm. Each region has a different culture. Each region is different. We don't need somebody in the presidency to represent us as an individual. We need him to be an executive, a CEO of the greatest country in the world. He needs to delegate. He needs to be like, okay, so overall, so we have our individual paradigms, then we have our cultural paradigms, and then we have our regional, and then we have the United States. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. You about to go drop some motherfucking elbows. Motherfucker.
So what the president should be, he should be the paradigm of America as a whole. What does so paradigms, they meet, right? And then they create that fucking Venn diagram deal where they meet and then they have similarities, right?
Okay.
That's what a culture is. is a group of individuals where their paradigms meet somewhere and they all agree on a certain point. And that's what makes that culture.
Okay, so it's like two circles come together, and all of these will have just that little spot in the middle.
They'll have something in common. They'll have one. Yes, so America as a whole, where we all connect, is on basically the amendments or the Bill of Rights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's where we all meet. No matter what our skin color is, no matter what our finances are, we're ensured freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to protect ourselves, to kill a motherfucker that's trying to kill us, and the freedom to prosper in the pursuit of happiness. Like, nobody can stop us, no matter what our skin color is. Like, it can be harder or difficult for each individual depending on where you come from and your culture and your background and the tools that you're given. But overall, the overall paradigm of the America is that. And what we need is a person to protect that paradigm. Yeah. We don't need a person to come in and protect black culture. We don't need a person to come in and protect white culture or Latin culture or Asian culture or poor people or rich people. That's not what we need. We need a person to come in and protect the overall paradigm of America. And that's it. That should be the only fucking job for him. Because regional, we need to take care of ourselves. Our culture needs to take care of our culture. Right? San Bernardino needs to take care of San Bernardino. We don't need to be asking nobody for fucking help. If we can't be grown up enough to get a job, to pay our taxes, to do everything correctly, then our cultural paradigm is fucked up, and it needs cultural evolution. It's going to take time, and that's generational. Like with me, like the generation before me, lazy, unintelligent, didn't care, lacked information. Now me, I'm super intelligent, aware, healthy. I take care of my body, and I'm spreading that to my children. So culturally, the culture is going to grow.
Yeah.
So that's what people need to understand. You got to let us in our own culture take care of ourselves. Don't call the government to come in and try to deal with something they know nothing about. It's the government's job to take care of America as a whole. We need to be safe. We need to make sure that we're balling. We need to make sure we don't become a third world country.
Right.
And the people that are here are taken care of.
We need to educate a little better too, Tony.
Education, dude, it's there. It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. Look, I was raised on the same shit education as everyone else. And it was up to me to choose to look outside of what I was taught to find something new. Because clearly what I was taught was wrong. And I felt it. And I took it upon myself to find that knowledge. Now, we live in a world where knowledge is available. Well, I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but it's available on the internet for free. We can fucking learn anything. MIT offers free classes, bro, online. MIT. They offer you free classes. Yeah, come take our classes. Here's some free fucking notes on quantum physics, bro. Study up. For free. If you don't know quantum physics, that's your fucking fault. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's not the government's fault. It's your fault. If you don't know something, it's your fucking fault. It's there. You just got to Google it. And if you don't hurry up, it might not be there for much longer because this whole fucking net neutrality, people trying to control. Everyone's always trying to control. People can't just let it be. You know? This is why people need to leave Trump the fuck alone. He's doing a great job. Never in the history since I've been alive has something like this happened where there has been stock market growth. There has been housing market growth, job growth in one fucking year. Significant growth. He broke like 5 records in 1 year in the stock market. 1 year. One. He lowered black unemployment when Barack Obama didn't even do that in 8 years. In 1 year, Trump lowered black unemployment. 1 year. And you remember that picture where Kellyanne Kanye was in the Oval Office with her feet on the thing and there was all those black people around? Do you know what Trump was doing?
What?
He was signing an executive order for $25 billion to historical black colleges. That was what that was about. And the media made it about Kellyanne Kanye's feet on the couch.
Was pretty nasty.
It don't matter. Do you know how much Barack gave to historic black colleges in 8 years?
I don't.
Like $4 billion. Trump signed on the first, month? $25 billion. Boom. Everybody's calling him racist and misogynist. What are you guys talking about? Everything he's doing is great for everybody. He hasn't done one racist thing. He might be a buffoon. He might say things that are cringy, but he's not a politician. He's never been a politician. Ever. He's been a guy.
I have always, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but this is the way I feel about like racial terms, slang, shitless slurs, right? So the word nigger, right?
Yeah, hard ER.
Hear it a lot. Here.
Okay, I don't.
Heard this the other day. It's a problem because some people say the wrong thing to be funny.
Yeah.
Some people say the wrong thing because they're trying to be ugly about it. Okay.
They want to be ugly about it.
So
Yeah.
when I think about how if somebody's racist or not, I try to imagine them saying nigger angrily, offensively. Okay? Now I want you to do this for me, and I'm serious right now.
I just laughed. I did it. It makes me laugh.
Imagine Donald Trump saying the word nigger.
I can't.
I can do it.
I can't
I
imagine.
can't think of a sentence to where that says. Now he might say, "I don't want people from that shithole country."
Yeah.
But I can't make the noise in my head with his voice.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Am I crazy?
I can't. No, you're right. I can't do it either. I can't hear. That's weird.
Because I assume that it would be like, you know, New York. He would just say like nigga, and it doesn't.
It wouldn't even come off ER. It would have to be a AH. It would be an AH.
Say it. I think in his mind too. Also, he doesn't live in that world. I don't think he sees color. He's a fucking billionaire,
and he's from New York. If you go back and you look at old film of Trump, like everybody's always been on his side. Oprah was on his side. He was on Oprah. There's a lot of talk shows where he's being very coherent. His speech is actually far better than it is now. And I think it's simply because he has to be super precise and he's always reading from the teleprompters. You know, as a president, being Trump, I don't see anything that he does as necessarily bad or evil. I just think he's a guy that got a job and he's doing his job and he doesn't care what the world thinks about how he does his job. Because look across the board. Look at other nations. Look at how other countries praise him. India, China, there's these places praise his politics, and it's like, well, we got something there's something wrong about the way everyone's attacking Trump. There has to be, because if everyone else in the world is like, oh yeah, Trump is dope, and they all hated the other presidents before, you know, I don't know, man. I just try to look at the big picture, and the big picture showed me that there's more to this than what the media is telling me, and I don't think that I should hate Trump. And let's be straight up. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Gary Johnson. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't want Trump. Yeah. I was scared that he was going to be a crazy person.
So, how about, let's see. I don't really know, because I don't do politics, man. So it's like I'm literally watching all this from afar and just trying to process. I watched the Dave Chappelle ups, the new ones.
Yeah.
I think it's about some Trump shit in there and about how, guys, you know, yeah, maybe some of this is coming off as asinine, but if you really look at it, what if Donald Trump is the smoke machine in your attic to show you where all the cracks are?
Exactly. That's exactly
Donald
everything.
Trump is the guy that's going to show you.
Mm-hmm. He's going to make us see it. He's not going to tell us about it.
This is because the one thing you can't fucking deny is in 2017, more motherfuckers paid attention to what was going on with politics and Donald Trump and the president than probably have paid attention in a long fucking time.
Ever in the history of ever, I guarantee you. Think about it. In the history of politics, on a day-to-day basis, on an hour-to-hour basis, 2017 or 2016 to 2017 was the most politicized America has ever been.
I've heard of a president ever. Like Obama, first black president, he got a lot of fucking attention for the first 4 years.
Uh-huh.
The last 4, you know, some of his approval fell. People were kind of jumping off the train. And and that may still happen with Trump. Don't get me wrong. This may be a 4-year deal, and they just go, all right, the fucking show's over. This is just the dude, whatever.
I highly doubt it.
So,
I mean, this is what I see. Look at the policies that was passed. See, this is the problem with Democratic policy. It's all about virtue signaling. It's all about showing the world how kind they are, how giving they are to the weak and the poor. and yet everything they do just perpetuates that syndrome. Look at the three strikes law that Clinton passed that fucking ruined families, and then Reagan with the fucking war on drugs, ruined families. Those two laws, the three strikes law and the war on drugs. It ruined America, bro. Ruined America. It's what caused the crime rates to skyrocket. It's what caused the two generations of fucking fatherless families. It's because it was families. It was like boys being raised by women, not being taught how to be men and how to act like men. So when it's time to be a man, they run from it because it's scary. There's two generations of that. And it stops with my generation. Because I noticed with my generation, men are stepping up. We want to be dads in my generation. There's nothing greater than to be a dad. The generation before us, those fools bounced. They fucking boot, scoot, and boogied. They didn't want nothing to do with it. It was too hard. You know? And it was because of democratic policies that did this. Now, granted, I'm not saying it's this, like how Alex Jones says it, where it's this this fucking plot to take down America. I think that it's, like, legit that these guys are power hungry, but they do think that these doing these things is good. But they don't understand inherent human nature. They don't understand psychology, fucking the will to power, Nietzsche, the slave master morality, fucking dichotomy, all these different aspects to the human condition that you need to take into consideration when it comes to policies. That's why I'm leaning more towards a centered conservative policy, because that's a fail-safe type of policy, political system, conservatism. That's like, yeah, we're dumbasses, bro. And if we live this way, if we fuck up, we'll still be good in the long term. Democratic policies are, we're great, we're amazing, we're good, and we can only do good. Let's put all of everything into one basket. That's democratic policy. Do you get what I'm saying?
So the Republican side or the conservative side
is the grown-ups.
Is to try to prosper.
Yeah, long term.
And liberal, that's more of a let's it's the thing. Yeah. Okay. I guess, Tony, I've honestly never had an interest in politics at all. So I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to believe or listen to everything you say, but I mean, I am listening to the shit you're saying.
Well, it's just that I just learned this stuff too.
Makes a little sense now to me what you just said. Like, okay, well, I guess that is kind of what it is. It's, it's now versus way down the line.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the two ideal.
And I would say with my generation of men, I would say that it's more important for us to care about the long term, because we had to suffer from the lack of planning for the long term.
Yeah,
the lack of insight. That hindsight 2020, we suffered from that. Like, I suffered from it a lot.
I fucking hate those sayings.
Hindsight 2020. Yeah. Oh, fucking perfect vision now. All of a sudden.
There's a lot of sayings that like old people say, and it's like,
is it a bird in the hand's better than two in the bush?
Now, I'm not talking about those because I love some of those sayings, but I'm saying like there's some that are kind of like you need to sack up. Now, understand, I'm an advocate for sack up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like that with my son. I make him sack up all the time.
I think it's one of those things where those motherfuckers had extra large sacks. And they would say shit like, no pain, no gain, and walk it off and shit like that. And then they die at 45. That's what I want to say is, like, I think about when somebody throws one of those at me and they go, make hay when the sun shines. I said, did your grandpa teach you that? I said, how old did he live to be? Yeah, I don't think he did it right, if I'm just guessing.
No, I agree.
Example.
I agree. I've been using that ideology with my body. So what I do now is I'll work out like once or twice a week now. But I'll work out and I'll be sore. But I'll take the whole week off to let my body heal, and I'll eat right, And I feel like I'm responding better to that than going to the gym every day, eating a gang of protein all the time.
I understand that lifting, like doing some stuff, does hurt a little. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
About motherfuckers that are like, oh, I'm just not going to go to the doctor, know.
And they have pinkies sideways, the pinkies like that.
Dudes are so fucking stubborn and hard-headed about going to the goddamn doctor.
I'll go to the doctor if I break something. I won't go if I'm sick.
I got insurance.
I don't.
I'm a fucking doctor if my head hurts too much.
I don't go to the doctor for shit,
Now,
dude. I rarely go.
A lot, but I'm saying, like, if it comes along and I'm legit hurt, I know my body better than anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bullshit myself. Like, if you're sitting in a chair and your wife is like, "How you feeling?" and maybe you feel kind of shitty, but you're not just like terrible, you might go, "Well, you know, I'm all right."
Yeah.
I'm saying that's lying to your wife or your spouse. But if I'm fucking trying to get out of bed and I literally can't stand up, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go, "Hey man, you're fucking sick. Like, you need to go to the doctor."
It's bright in here.
But some people will even go, "No, I'm not. Why would I want to go to the doctor? I don't even know why I'm sick," and shit like that.
Bro,
It's
I'm
like,
good, bro.
You're fucking dumb. That's your problem.
Dog, I'm fucking invincible, dog. I can't fucking melt. Okay? Can you fucking melt? I bet you can melt, bro, but I can't.
You can't be melted?
I can't fucking melt, bro.
You're fucking unmeltable, son?
I'm fucking unmeltable, bro. You can't melt me, bro. I'm cast iron.
Bitch, I'm a fire flame spitter, and to me, all of you wax. Ugh.
Yeah. This shit got
No,
real
man.
fast.
I think it's a process. You got to learn some shit the hard way. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You need a little struggle in your life.
Definitely.
But ultimately, it pays off. I had a quote. I keep saying a quote. I put a tweet up the other day, and it was now. Granted, I don't know how I got here. I was down a wormhole, and I stumbled across a bunch of Korean folks, right? Korean teenagers complaining about high school. Now,
hey, their high schools do suck, bro. They go to school for like 12 hours.
Maybe their high schools suck. I get it. That's fine. Problem is other people, because I'll click on faces as I'm going down, just going, comments are like, the thing said, "It's sad because," this was the comment, was this chick. She goes, "It's really terrible that, you know, school is so torturesome, or, you know, like terrible that people literally don't want to get out of bed and they'll commit suicide and all this thing," going through all this. And I go, okay. Other people started commenting and going, "Yeah, you know, FML. I'm doing through the same thing. I have to go to school." And then you look, and these are kids from like South Carolina, and kids from fucking Oregon, kids from the UK, and I'm looking at all this, and I put a post up, and I said, I'll probably get blocked for this. But guys, I said, I'm 30, okay? I'm an adult. I'm not old, but I'm at the crossroad right now. I'm a grown fucking person. And I will tell you without any kind of doubt that high school was one of the most stable and fucking doable situations I've ever found myself in.
The fucking easiest, the best. That was like, if I could go back in time, any age, I wish I could go back to 15. If I could go back to 15
twice a day, 2 fucking meals.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitches everywhere.
To talk to
everywhere. I got mad pussy in high school.
And if you can't fucking make it,
I don't get no pussy now.
You can't make it through high school, I don't know how you're gonna do it life, man. I'm sorry to be that guy to have to give you the tough love, and I'm not gonna smack you when I say it. I'm just gonna look you dead in your face and go, look, if you can't get through high school, you're not. I don't know.
I talk about the same thing, man.
I don't know what you got. Fucking.
What do you have to offer? Here's my thing. I agree with you.
That's why so many kids are lost right now, because they're just like, what is that,
man? They just lack vision, dude. Because when I was a kid, I was a runaway. I ran away at 14. I was living on my own. I went to high school all by myself like a big kid. Hold on.
Pause for the cause. Yeah. Music.
Guy standing out there by my mailbox right now.
By your mailbox?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Is he gonna shoot the place, Toni?
My dog's scaring him away. What was I saying? Oh, I ran away, dude. I was a runaway at 14. Okay? Nobody told me I had to do anything. I didn't have to go to school. I didn't have to get up.
Sorry, Toni. You didn't have to get up and go to school.
I didn't. But you know what? I was a runaway, dude. I had nobody. All I had were my friends at school. That was the only reason I had to go to school. And now, as a grown up, and I like in America, that's our coming to manhood or growing up. That's our tradition in America. Like, if you want to be a fully grown adult, the first thing you have to do is get your high school diploma. That's the first step to being. It's proof. Like, I fucking did what everyone else can do. I'm a grown up just like you. Mm-hmm. I can function in society just like everybody else. That's all high school is. It's just proof. Like, yep, I can function. I can be trusted. I can get the job done.
I understand what you're saying. I can read signs and speak at least the language that most people speak here.
And I can do basic math.
Basic math. I can fucking, yeah. What's up? What do you need?
So like, at a bare minimum, I feel like that each, like my children, both of them, have bare minimum. I don't even care if they go to college, man. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even be upset if they didn't go to college, because college is nothing. The only way I would be excited if my kids were to go to college, if they're going to become a surgeon or a lawyer. Those are the only reasons they need to go to college.
I think make them get a scholarship. They give money away to go to school.
That's only if they're exceptional.
No, not even a little bit.
I never got any fucking scholarships, and I'm exceptional.
Well, maybe you weren't as exceptional then, and maybe people just didn't know.
It was I graduated at the beginning of the fucking recession, so. That's why.
There are plenty of ways to get money to go to fucking college if you
really
want to go to college. If you really want to go, that's so somewhere around 9th, 10th grade, you have to sit down with your child, who would be what? 14, I don't know, 15? 14, 15, around there. Okay. You have to have a real fucking conversation with them, and you say, listen, I might be able to put aside a little bit of money to help you with this. Say 10 grand, and then you give yourself that goal. You got to come up with 10 grand in 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying.
No, by that time I should be able to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So you say, listen, if you want to go to school, there's a way to get money to do it, and you focus them on that, and you keep them focused. You help them out. You say, hey, this is something you need to check out. Take this test here. Do this. Send these people a letter. There are ways to make money to go to college if you're willing to put in the work. But the thing is, why just save the money and ship your ass off? Because the college is going to be fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need to put in the effort to figure this out, because it can be almost free if you look.
Yeah.
If you want to go, you can damn sure go. But I can only help you this much.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like with my kid, I'm going to tell her to just... She has to figure out the first 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And that's what my sister's brother, and I gotta say, and I love him to death. He was a sheltered kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was. He went to Catholic school. They kept him on track, and he fucking got into a college. He got his degree, and right now he's doing his thing, man. And it's amazing to see when you have to do a little bit of struggle, you have to do a little bit of work and commit. But if you want to get it done, you can get that piece of paper. Yeah. And then you can say, all right, this is like you said, the first step is a high school diploma. Mm-hmm. It doesn't fucking matter what it says on that piece of paper as long as you've got that piece of paper.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can walk in and go, here's my second cha-ching license in life that says that I'm up to this standard of people. I can do
exactly.
I can commit to these things. I'll show up every fucking day.
And you know what? And a lot of the problem with the culture of some of the people that grew up in my generation is they have this belief that can't judge me. Judge me because I don't got a diploma. You think you're better than me? Like, there's a fucking whole flood of people that believe that they need to be accepted for exactly who they are, even if they're shit.
I am a little better than you.
Yeah, it's true. Like, people need to be told, like, yeah, I'm better than you. Yeah.
Hey, guess what? If you've got a degree from college, you're a little better than me. And I can admit that. And I don't take it personal.
I don't have a degree. I went to college for 2.5 years.
So I don't take it personally. Let's
I don't got no papers or anything. I got debt. I got a lot of debt. Does that count?
No, you gotta have the piece of paper.
Fuck.
I'm not saying I hate you. I'm just saying, like, if you want to floss on me and you want me to fucking kind of be like, hey man, good job, props.
It was art school. It doesn't count.
Hey, it's a piece of paper. But no, that's the thing. Like, it is the next thing. And if you want one of those, you have to make the effort. And because college isn't going to be easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're not willing to commit to find the money to go, then why even go in the first place?
Yeah, and on top of that, I feel like college is for like 25-year-old and up. I think you got to be 25 and up to go to college. I think it's immature, or I think it's dangerous to go right after high school, like graduate, have a few months off. Like, you're still a child, bro. You have no life skills. You have no understanding.
And so that's a big, because that's kind of what I think got me, was the fact that I've pretty much been, you know, like an adult, at least paying bills and shit since I was 16 and paying rent since I was 18.
Yeah.
You know, I had a surgery and it put me back to where I got accepted to a college, and I might have actually made the jump and taken on all the debt and done all that shit if I hadn't had the surgery. Maybe. But I'm telling you right now, I probably wouldn't have got that degree and I would just be in debt. I can admit that.
Yeah, at that age, that's what
so,
because you don't have no stick-to-itiveness. Like,
well,
there's no purpose behind your reason. You know what I mean? It's very rare. That's why, like I said with my kids, the only way I would be excited is if it was a doctor or a lawyer, because like if they pick something like that, they're already excelling.
But the thing is because I was kind of thrown into life, you know, me and my grandma, we had a discussion, and she basically said, get the fuck out. And I was like, all right, then. Didn't bother me at all. You know, I just had to figure out where I was going. And so that, you know, then I had to pay rent and water bills and cable bills and car, you know, insurance and gas money and pot and groceries.
You had to figure out life for yourself. Because nobody else is going to do it.
And then it's like, at what point do you stop that machine, which happens pretty early, and then go, I'm just going to go to college now? Like, that's got to be a hard thing to turn off if you don't have somebody that can catch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. See, I was fortunate enough to find someone that to catch me. Tom is the reason why I live in this house. I used to come over here when I was a child, like 11. I came to his house to cut his grass. I've always been a hustler, man. Forever. I've always been about making money, about doing my own thing. Like, I've always been a dreamer. I remember 5th grade, I had this whole delusion of starting a comic book company with my 2 friends in 5th grade. Like, I've always been that guy. Like, I had a toll road in an alley when I was 5. Fucking sold candy in middle school, dude. Like, I worked my very, very first legit job was, I always forget about this. I never bring this up, but I was a fry cook in the cafeteria at high school in 9th grade. That was my very first legitimate, like, paycheck. And I did that for a little while. And then I went I got a job 11th to 12th grade welding for a fucking custom car place. Right? I had my first car at 16. I traded my Xbox that I got for Christmas and earned $100. Got a fucking 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, California Special. California Super Beetle, right? With California seats. Nice, right? First car, 16. I did all this shit by myself, dude. That's why I have a hard time hearing excuses, because if you really, really want something, you can figure it out. You can figure it out, bro.
When I was a kid, we would do fundraisers at the school, and they would bring in these boxes of candy bars. They were $1 a piece. I would get the first box. I would buy the second box, and I would start selling them for $2 a piece. I would just start buying the boxes, and I'd just sling the candy bars for $2 or $3 a piece in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, here's 50 candy bars. That's $50. So you gotta sell that first bunch, right?
Yeah.
At whatever, you get rid of those. You come back with your next box. Then you buy the box. You know, you go, here's the money for that there, but bam, and eventually you'll stack up a little paper.
That candy hustle's hard though, man. I did that candy hustle too.
Well, you got to see. I lived in a shitty part of town, so there wasn't a lot of kids from my school that was selling candy bars. So I would just roll up and down the neighborhood.
Oh shit! Like, so it was just you, huh?
These candy bars are $2 a piece, though. And they'd be like, because it's, you know, you see a dirty ass little kid and some fucking.
Yeah. I'll give up $2.
Ripped up shirt.
You respect the hustle, man.
You're like, all right, Lou, I got you, bro. And they're
Yeah.
about 2 or 3 of them give me a 10. I'd be like, Pete, take it easy, man, and then get up
Yeah.
the street. Yeah, and then fucking turn around and buy another box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suck.
I
We
do
did that
that.
shit in school. It was. They kind of gave us a few opportunities to make money, man. It was crazy. Yeah.
It's always good to make money, man. That's the thing. Times might be tough or whatever, but if you really want to do something, if you want something, there's really no excuse to not be able to do it. And I try to live my life as an example of that, so that I'm not just running my mouth. You know.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in one right now, man. I'm at the point where I know what the big picture is, and I'm working towards it, but I'm kind of right in the fucking middle.
Yeah.
I'm in that marathon. I just hit the middle. My feet kind of fucking hurt, man. And I'm like,
Exhausting.
okay. This is just, we just got to keep going. And it sucks because I want the instant gratification so bad. I would damn near kill for it. But I know that it's just got to be this way at the moment. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Just
sucks. But
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's why I got that tattoo. It is what it is, bro.
I got my it is what it is tattoo.
My
Hey,
is, it is.
did you watch any of those new stand-ups yet? You watched the new Chappelle, or did you watch the
Yeah.
new Tom Segura one today?
Yeah, I seen the new Tom Segura one yesterday.
I'm like halfway through it.
It's good.
I like some of my comedians that I like to listen to, man. They're funny fucking people.
Tom Segura was getting annoying on this special. He kept
I-
going in between each line. I think that's how he's timing himself, or he had the runs, or if he's on coke, or what. But the entire special,
Can I say something?
every line, I was just like, stop!
I heard it too, but here's the thing. I listened to their show, so I know that he definitely makes a point to breathe through his nose,
Yeah.
just so he's not a mouth breather like me. So on his show, you'll hear him speaking, and he'll go, yeah, something, and then he'll go, anyway,
Yeah.
So I know that he breathes through his nose on purpose.
Yeah, but the problem is that I could hear it.
Well, here's the thing. He was sick.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. He had that bug too. That's right.
He was sick, and I remember like him
Yeah.
telling a story about it because
Son
when he
of a
came,
bitch, Tom Segura, you too, motherfucker, you.
yeah, he was like, man, I was fucking sick. And they were like, yeah, said it was all right up to the day before he almost canceled because he had like just a weird bug, like a cold bug.
That same
It
bug
felt
that
like
I
shit.
had, dude. That bug is terrible. It was like it lasts a couple days, like, but the diarrhea sticks around, bro. I've had
Yeah.
diarrhea since yesterday, and I was sick last week. It's been 2
See?
weeks, and I've been drinking probiotics and and you lose your appetite. I lost my
That's
appetite for
probably
like a
why you
week.
got diarrhea, Tony. You're drinking fucking probiotics. It makes you shit, huh?
No, it doesn't make you shit.
I thought that was the point. To
No,
keep
it-
good,
The
it
idea
makes
is
your stomach into like a zen. It's like inhale the positivity, exhale the negativity.
Exactly,
it's like
but
the shit
it-
in, and then it
so-
sucks it up and then blows it out your asshole.
So my thought process of that is that since I was so sick, that a lot of my bacteria, I didn't eat for a couple days, so my gut biome got shitted out.
I see.
With the vomiting, I lost a lot of gut biome. With the diarrhea, I lost gut biome. So in order to bounce back from the sickness faster, I need to replenish my gut biome. In order to get my appetite, to get rid of the diarrhea, I need to put new healthy bacteria in. So that's basically what I did for a week. Is I just drank a bunch of kefir and kombuchas and tried to eat. And up until yesterday, it was just water coming out of my butthole. So, where's the little violin?
I wonder if that's like a cleanse though. Like you know how
I
people
tell you what,
about like a jump start where you clean everything out and you start over.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, everybody's getting sick on the New Year's. This new year, new me. They're gonna have diarrhea. They're gonna be vomiting. They're gonna have appetite. Everyone's gonna lose weight.
Diarrhea is rough.
It used to kill us, bro. It used to be a killer of men.
It would still kill you if you fucking weren't paying attention. I guarantee you right now diarrhea has killed people in the last year. Like it's a statistic.
Oh my god, that's got to be embarrassing.
Hold on
way to
one
go.
fucking second. I'm curious now.
Yeah, Google it.
Right, here we go.
Googleize it.
How many people died from diarrhea in 2017? Drum roll, please. Diarrhea occurs worldwide and causes 4% of all deaths and 5% of health loss to disability.
Yeah, but that's like in Africa and shit. Let's talk about America.
It is most commonly caused by gastrointestinal infections, which kill around 2.2 million people globally each year.
Damn, dude. It's a lot of people.
Now, the sad face
a lot of
to that,
people that die from shitting themselves.
the sad thing is what you did just say is, unfortunately, it is
in
children.
Africa, caused from bad water, dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that made me happy and sad all at the same fucking time.
Well, that's why on this YouTube page, for all you YouTube viewers, if you look, there is a link. This is a great segue, by the way. There is a link for the water guy on Joe Rogan's show. What's that guy's name? Remy Warren. What's his name?
Yeah. That's it, Remy Warren.
I think it's Remy Warren. That guy that he fucking goes to the Congo. He drills water. It's like water for you. It's on the thing. I'm not looking at YouTube, so I can't see it. But it's one of those little pop-up things. Donate to that. That's to donate to that company. That 100% of their proceeds go to building wells for these motherfuckers, and they teach them to build wells for them goddamn selves. So that's why I support that fund. Support that fund, so these little fucks don't be over there dying from fucking shit water. All right, and they can develop and become culturally enlightened like us. They can start fucking making new things, and then it's a whole new civilization that's waiting to fucking thrive that we know nothing about. And all we got to do is help them get clean water, and you can do that by on this YouTube page, clicking on the little link that pops up when it pops up at the beginning or the end or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to help people do fucking drill wells, Tony?
Yeah, man, because I feel
that
like
is admirable as fuck.
Thanks, but man, you know, we take for granted some simple shit like water, bro. Even if my water has fluoride in it, has some chlorine, I can still drink it and I ain't gonna die.
See, you live in California where they actually tried to, like, guilt you motherfuckers out of using water recently. I live in Arkansas, man. We got water down the street.
Yeah.
I'll leave the shower running, not even be in it. I'll be taking a shit with the water running.
And I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing. I'll start my shower, act like it takes forever to warm up. It takes a couple minutes to warm up. I'll leave it for like 10 minutes.
Just cause fuck it. That's why.
Fuck it, dog. Like, it's not a drought. We live in a desert. It's not supposed to have water here anyways.
Right.
You know?
Well, I figured here is what it is. We got enough lakes and ponds and processing plants that we got water, man.
Where I live at the base of a mountain, right? So
right.
There's a lot of wells. There's a shit ton of wells where I live. In San Bernardino, the only issue is that one of the major wells got, I think, adopted by there's straight down Del Rosa where I live. If you go down like 2-3 miles, there's a power plant, nuclear power plant.
Why don't you give away your complete address, Tony?
So about 2 to 3 miles down, 2.5 degrees northwest. No, but yeah, they use up all the well water to cool down the nuclear fission.
Oh yeah, because you gotta
constantly cool it. That's what the steam from the cooling fucking nuclear is what spins the turbines that creates the electricity.
Nuclear, it gets real hot. They gotta cool
shit
off. And when you get a meltdown is when you ain't got enough water.
Exactly.
To keep that
and it
shit
just keeps getting hotter and hotter.
Getting hotter, then you have a meltdown. That sounds terrible, Tony. A meltdown.
I'd be fucked. I'm encased by mountains. Where I live, it's encased by mountains.
Meltdown. Oh God.
We would be fucked. Yeah. Yeah, we'd die.
Everybody's gonna get fucking radiated.
And that's the thing. If everybody goes solar, even if everybody goes solar, they don't know how to shut down nuclear stuff. They don't know how to do that. This one Iranian kid figured out how to transform it into a battery in diamonds somehow. I read an article on that. Nuclear waste into diamond batteries.
I've heard that nuclear diamonds.
Yeah. It's fucking weird. I gotta stop saying the F word. I say it a lot.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck.
I gotta clean up my act.
Why? It's language. Now I will say, fuck is one that you definitely want to cut back on.
Yeah.
You can curse, you just have to make it count.
I
do it a lot too, but not as a nervous tick. I just like to throw it in. I like to season my fucking steak, you know. And it sounds better when it comes out of my mouth anyway. I got a southern accent.
Yeah, that's true. Accents do make things like that better.
Tell you what. There are some that aren't good because I've heard people say motherfucker and stuff like that.
Sound all extra dumb. You didn't have to say it like that, man. You didn't have to pronounce all the syllables.
We had a dude named Derek Finley. He was a fat dude in high school, and he called everybody stupid cunt. But he was real country, so he said, "Shut up, you stupid cunt." And I remember it was like one of the first people I heard that said cunt on a regular basis. Besides my mom in traffic, she fucking laced people with it a lot, but that was it as far as her. You know, he was just, "Hey, stupid cunt."
Stupid cunt.
People
stupid
saying
kid. Country ass
shit.
country ass folk.
Country ass boys, country like Leanne Rhymes.
Leanne Rhymes was a shit when I was young. Strawberry wine, savage.
That's not her.
It's wrong chick.
Wrong chick.
Are you sure? Who is that?
Yeah, it's Dina Carter.
I don't know. Strawberry wine. You sure that's not Leanne Rhymes?
No, it's Dina Carter. She's related to the Carter family, as
the
in
Carter brothers.
Carter Cash family.
Oh. Are you sure? I'm fucking got that wrong. God damn it! I always thought that was Leanne Rhymes.
Leanne Rhymes did a cover of Blue, the Patsy Cline song. Blue, I'm so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? And that was that. She did a one-way ticket on a westbound train. A couple other songs. I remember that first album.
My first concert was a country concert. I remember I got signature from this country singer. She had her tits out, and they were all freckles all over her boobs.
Oh, freckle tits?
Yeah, old freckle titties.
What was you don't remember? Was it Dolly Parton?
No, dude, I don't know. No, she was a ginger.
Was it Reba McEntire?
No, it wasn't Reba. I would know. Reba didn't have big tits like that back in those days.
She didn't. That's why I was curious. Yeah. Was this what time? Like 90s, 80s?
It had to have been 90. Let's see. I was born 88. So it had to have been when I was like 5. So like 93, 92, 94. In Indiana, Ohio, somewhere around there.
Red-headed country singer, big titties.
Yeah. They could have been fake. I don't know. I was young as fuck. I could just remember they looked big to me.
Was it like a concert or like a bar?
Concert.
Like an arena or a fucking place?
It was a country concert, bro. Okay. It was like out in a prairie field with a big stage.
Yeah.
No seats.
Might have been Martina McBride. She's not very big though. She's small. She's like 5 foot.
Short,
2.
right? See, I can't compare size because I was like fucking 2 feet, probably 3 feet.
That's a good point. My first country concert was a Brooks and Dunn concert. It was after a rodeo.
Rodeos aren't that bad. A lot of bad bitches. Hey, real shit.
There's bad bitches at the rodeo.
Bad bitches at a rodeo, dog. Country ass bad. Like dang, you didn't even know these country bad bitches existed. Like my first rodeo, I was just stuck.
She will fuck you and make you biscuits the next.
Yeah. Fucking biscuits and gravy and ham.
I know I sound misogynistic or whatever the fuck it is, but I'm telling you right now, there's some chicks there that do
those rodeo chicks, bro.
Wifely duties. They're fucking down. What's up? And they put in jeans.
That's where it's at. I've only been to one though. I've only been to one rodeo, and that was in Oklahoma. When I was in Oklahoma.
Now you're also gonna see some weird motherfuckers at the rodeo. You're gonna see like whole families in NASCAR t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, and you are.
You're gonna see like fucking some Mexican dude pushing a kid, you know, just like hanging off the back of a stroller, like 2 or 3 babies. It's gonna be.
And he's gonna look. That Mexican dude look tired as fuck. His eyes are gonna be bloodshot.
You're gonna see black cowboys. Yeah. You're gonna see rodeo clowns. Like it's a good time, man. Go check out a rodeo. I love that shit. I haven't been in so long, but my favorite to watch them crazy. I would never do it. I might maybe do like a mechanical bull on high, like just to get my ass slung around without possibly getting killed, you know. But yeah, I love watching it. I love watching people do stupid shit. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot better to watch than to do. I mean, I used to be the guy doing the crazy shit. Now I'm terrified of doing crazy shit because I know myself and I will go too far and I will hurt myself. And now I regret pain a lot more than I did when I was younger. I regret pain significantly a lot sooner and almost immediately. I regret pain. Like, fuck, I should not have done that.
Ah, that was a dumb decision.
Ah, I'm
I've
too
had
old
those.
for this.
Yeah, well, I gotta just be careful because that's with my surgeries and shit that I've had. I've had bones taken from different parts of my body to replace bones that have been fucked up. So
That's crazy.
that in like a few years, it's gonna get kind of hard to get around. So I try to take it easy. I'm
Start
not
saving
like,
up, bro. Start saving up and get those stem cells. Get a stem cell
yeah,
shot.
that's what I'm hoping for. I'm all about some stem cell
Hells
shit.
yeah, bro.
Or that's the shots where they fucking
They just be like, oh, your knee hurts. Let's put some brand new knee in there.
and
Let's put a
hey,
brand new one in there. You lost your kneecap. Let's build you a new kneecap with this magical stem cell shit. Stem cells are significant, dude. And if you can't get a stem cell shot, if you can get breast milk, there are bioavailable stem cells in breast milk. Learned that on the recent Dr. Rhonda Patrick episode of Joe Rogan.
So what you're saying is
Get breast milk. Suck on some titties. Suck on some titties.
breast milk. I like my breast milk from the tap, sir.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried breast milk, Toni?
Fuck yeah, I love it, dude. Oh, fuck. My ex-wife, I used to do everything with her booby milk.
You're not the only person to tell me that. So I know that obviously you're not
Super good. It's super sweet.
That's what I heard.
Tastes like a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerio milk.
Can't do it. Now let me just be perfectly honest.
Down a gallon of cow milk, though, huh?
No, it's just kind of funny when you put it like that. You'll drink fucking milk from a cow, but you won't drink milk out of a titty. You fucking asshole.
We're so weird when it comes to germs nowadays that we're like, yeah, it's coming out of her body.
So, well, maybe it was cold. But see, here's the thing: is when breast milk gets cold, it like separates.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of weird. And so this is the thing: my wife unfortunately did not produce much, so we were doing formula. But also, a couple of her friends and one of my buddy's wives were like producers. So they were just like, "Hey, you want some breast milk?" And we were like, "Okay, that's not weird." And they were like, "Nah, we got plenty. Just you can't have all of it, but you can have some." And so
that's tight.
I can hand to Jesus, man. I never fucking tried breast milk in my life, but it is funny to me that while my child was small, at one point I had 3 different kinds of breast milk in my refrigerator. One of them belonged to my wife.
Just all random titty milk in your fridge.
Well, it was friends of hers, which that made it even kind of weird too. Like, I knew exactly.
I would say.
I was like, oh man, and maybe that's why I couldn't try that breast milk. I was just like, I can't do it because I have to see these people at parties and shit. I'm gonna be like, I mean, one of them was my boy, like my buddy's wife, and I was just like, I don't think that I could stand in a room with him again and without knowing, like, hey, I know what your wife's titty milk tastes like. I know what that titty milk tastes like.
Might as well let me suck on your wife's titties. Tasted the milk anyways.
It's a weird fucking thing, like a weird path to go down. And I definitely had those moments standing there when I was all delirious and fucking malnourished and in the kitchen warming up a bottle at like 3 o'clock in the morning going, there's all this titty milk and it's all other people. I just got a stash of other people's titty milk in my freezer.
Titty milk's a good post-workout drink.
You think so?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Think about
so what,
it.
Go straight up, you mix it up, put some chocolate syrup?
I'd go straight up, bro.
I'd go chocolate syrup. I would fucking load it up a little. I'd have to doctor it. But,
like if I could get fresh titty milk, like from my ex-wife, if she were to give me some fresh titty milk, I'd down it. I'd down it.
Would you do it in front of her, like eye contact? Is that weird?
I don't think I would now. I think I'm more mature. But that's something I definitely would have done for sure. I mean, I've done far worse things with titty milk.
Okay, so
I've done far worse.
Is it more offensive to drink the titty milk fast, like shoot it and then put it down, or is it more respectful to savor it and take it in like gulps, like with one drink?
I think it depends on the woman. On the woman.
Is that offensive? Like, is it like hurry up and drink the titty milk, you nasty bastard? Like we're not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the woman, really. Like you could be fucking around with a freak nasty and just look her dead in her eyes, and she's just like, "Ooh, drink it." She gets all turned on by it. Then You have someone like my ex who gets uncomfortable by situations like that, and she'll like hit me. You know, like
Yeah.
stop playing around, drink it, stop playing.
It's a little fucking weird. That's
God, fucking staring at me, you freak.
It's just one of those things. I guess it's just shit they don't put in the dad book. That's not,
you know, not something we talk about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I miss titty milk. I miss boob.
There's a lot of dad rules that I'm finding out, and it's probably at times it's enjoyable, but for the most part, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of you giving up. That's a lot. You give up a lot as a dad. People don't talk about it, but it's okay. Nobody wants to talk about how much dad sacrificed. You only want to talk about how much mom sacrificed, because that's what men do. We don't complain.
I don't complain. It's just most of the time I take like a funny look at it, like just to be like, oh yeah, that's something else that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're just like you're constantly reminded of how much lack of control or freedom or free will you actually have as a man, as a father. If you're a good father, a legitimately good father, you legitimately lack a lot of freedom, a lot of free will. You sacrifice a lot of you for the comfort of others. That's what men do, but no, we don't talk. We shouldn't talk about it, because women are that being a mom is the hardest job in the world, right?
Yeah, I guess. My wife said something to me one time that really upset me, and we moved past it, so I'm not digging up bones here. I'm just saying, like, this is something that she said once, and it really upset me. So it was we're about a year. Maybe a little under a year in, okay? Now, we've experienced a lot with the kid, had some weird, like, emergencies, so we've got a little miles on us at this point. There were moments in that first year that shit got crazy, man. Like, just meltdown level shit. Just trying to get through it, and then you spend an hour or two just, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
So we're a ways in, and we get into a little argument because, you know, I'll be standing there and maybe look at my phone. But it seems like when she just happens to look at me, I'm on my phone. Like, I'm doing shit. It's just some reason when she walks by, I'm happen to be looking at my phone. And she would just say these little jabs and shit like, you know, pay attention to your kid. And I'd be like, okay. You know, and it's because she's literally around him all day. So her version of pay attention to the kid is, what's up? What, you know.
Yeah, she's always being... Yeah, I know what you're saying. Women are like that. They're always on the kid, micro. Yeah.
So I got a little pissed off about that, and I kind of started a conversation. Well, she made the point, you know, and it's because she was upset just at the time, not like depressed. Yeah. She was doing a lot of shit, man.
Irritation.
And just like, I never get a break. Like, I'm here with him all day when he's acting crazy, and in my mind, I'm going, well, that's because you're putting all the pressure on yourself. Why don't you leave him fuck alone? And I didn't say that, but I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
But amidst all that conversation, she finally goes, you don't understand. You get to go to work every day, and I have to sit here with him. And that shit flipped a switch, and I was like, what the fuck did you just say, bitch? Like,
yeah, you're a mom. It's your job.
Well,
that is her job. If she's like, if you're a stay-at-home dad, it's your job.
It is. Yeah. Well, okay. That I
both ways across the board. It's your job.
So what she said was, you get to go to work, and I was like, you think I fucking enjoy getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
And going to a job to where like I'm gone all day.
All you want to do is see your kid.
I come home. It's 5 o'clock. You know, eat dinner. He goes to bed at like 9. So the thing is, I get what you're saying is I need to pay attention, but what you need to understand is, you know, I don't enjoy fucking going to work.
Yeah.
You know, I would trade fucking spaces with you for a week, and I promise we would change a little bit. Now maybe I'll gain some you too. You know what I'm saying? I can say that safely. I understand you do a lot, but I don't think you understand what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And then I get to come home and see the kid. He gets a day older every time I see him.
Yeah.
And then she has a day where she has to work all day and then come home and kind of be like, not crying, but emotional, just kind of like, oh, I didn't even get to see him all day. And, you know, I'm like, it's every day for me, man.
Yeah.
I come home.
So she got a little taste of what it's like for you every day, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy how the balance shifts and the conversations you'll find yourself in. I was actually saying that to her. Like, you know, fucking, I understand you're sacrificing, but I'm sacrificing too. God
That's
damn
what
it.
parents do, man. See, that's the one thing that is hard for new families to figure out how to navigate is that water of acknowledging that yeah, we both hate this. We both hate
Is
it.
that a virtue signal when you're trying to show out by what you're doing? I fucking wash the dishes and I scrub the floor and
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I got up early and went to work and threw weight around all day. I
Threw
deliver
weight,
tires. You know
paid
what I'm
up.
saying?
See, it's,
They're at least 30 pounds a piece, and I leave the place with 100 in a trip at least.
you got to come to an understanding that you both are
Yes.
doing equally shit work. You know.
'Cause I'm a dude, that's supposed to be easier for me. Now, granted, I can do it a lot better than you because you're not used to it. But what I'm saying is,
Still
like, it's
sucks.
fucking easy. You know what I'm
It
saying?
still
By
sucks. It still sucks. It's
I
as simple
drive.
as that. You're just not doing. You're not doing what you want. You're doing what you have to.
If you don't drive for a living or you haven't, what I need you to understand
It
is
sucks.
drive and it fucking you get fired up that one day where you're in traffic and somebody almost
One
hits you
person.
and you're like, oh fuck. I have that day every day for 8 hours.
That's exhausting, bro.
And I'm
That's
grabbing the
exhausting.
steering wheel. I've got snow, I've got ice, I've got rain, I've got people on their fucking cell phones, and that's just the in between part. That's getting from place to place to unload hundreds of pounds of fucking rubber, and then driving back to get more, and then I show up at the end of the day and I fucking cook dinner, and you know,
Well,
come on, have a little respect.
you Ronnie Dangerfield looking
I
motherfucker.
can't say that. I can't say that. That's
Well,
not my place.
then
I
it's your guys' job to find a way to make
We
sure
do.
you understand each other. You know.
Yeah.
It
And
just,
that was me from back then, Tony.
yeah.
I was
That's who I used to be. Nah, that's dope. I mean,
we
it's
worked through it.
hard. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
good that you worked through it, man. A lot of people don't. I didn't. I didn't work through it. I got left. I'm actually gonna go talk to her tomorrow. There's this whole situation. She's pregnant now, by the way. She's already pregnant.
Congratulations.
Nah, fucking, she's a loser. Fucking, she doesn't even have a job or car or house. Like, it's a terrible situation. So I have to go talk to her about my son. So
Interesting.
that's the secret. Even if you're not with him, you have to do the right thing. You can't.
Well, that's my kind of shit, right? That's my kind of juice. I'm from a trailer park, Tony. That's the kind of shit I breathe, I live on. It's like, yeah, I didn't even flinch when you said that. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I gotta
I
go.
guess figure that out.
I gotta go handle that business. So I mean, it is what it is. Life isn't easy. It isn't perfect. But I feel like as long as you communicate, man, the communication is the key to like any type of relationship. Is the ability to listen and the ability to reply. You know, not just wait to talk, but to reply to what you just heard. You know, actually listen, absorb it, understand it. You know what I mean? That's when real compromise, real change, the good stuff in life happens. Is when you're able to do those types of things. And we weren't given those skills. A lot of us weren't given the skills to communicate properly to individuals. You know.
It's hard to do if you don't know how to do it, man. I'm still learning. We've been together almost 10 years, and I think we got into an argument last night. Now, granted, I ended up cock blocking myself, but I'd had a couple drinks, and
said
I got
stupid.
Didn't say anything stupid. I said at the time what I was feeling, and maybe because I was being rather rude about it, it came across
the delivery
real fucking rude. And you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way, but I wasn't lying. You know what I said is you're fucking you're being an asshole. I'm an asshole. What's up?
Yeah. Well, it's about an hour and a half, Jody.
Yeah.
It's about time. About that time.
Thank you, Dr. Rager.
Well, everybody, I liked that episode. If anybody's having anxiety or depression, you can go to your anywhere. GNC always has 5-HTP. If you want 5-HTP, that's a serotonin uptake inhibitor. It's what makes your body create the happy drug serotonin. Without this, your body can't create it. So if you have a shit diet and you know your diet's shit, get yourself some 5-HTP, some melatonin. Sleep is important. Take these two together. Some L-theanine. If this helps a lot with anxiety and memory and focus. I think anxiety comes with lack of focus. I think that's where anxiety comes from. The root is the inability to focus. It's what causes the anxiety. So I feel like this does significant work for me. Like, I take these when first thing in the morning, all day I'm level. There's no ups and downs, there's no anxieties, no depression, there's no sadness. It's level, handling life. So I highly recommend that stuff. And don't forget vapepanda.com, promo code GSMH. I don't even know if it's still there, if it works. Who gives a fuck? And all right, Jodi B, man, it was great talking to you, brother.
Tony, have a good weekend, man. And we'll fucking see you next week, hopefully.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.